Ant-Man and the Wasp had the unenviable task of being the first film that followed up after Avengers Infinity War. And well, just how do you follow that up? You make a solid film with plenty of laughs. Welcome to Radioactive Screen, and here is our spoiler-free review of Ant-Man and the Wasp. Paul Rudd and the gang return for the sequel to 2015's Ant-Man, and this time the gags and the action are just as good as they were before. Now this film takes place approximately 2 years after Captain America Civil War, with Paul Rudd's Scott Lang being under house arrest for the majority of that time. I think it's pretty fair to say that we, the audience, kind of knew what to expect when we were going into this film, and that's just more of the same really, a bit more character building with plenty of action and plenty of laughs along the way. Now this isn't necessarily a bad thing at all, but there are many points in this film, much like the first time round, where you sat there and you're going, what if Edgar Wright never left? There's no intention of disrespect there towards Peyton Reed, who has the directorial credit on both Ant-Man films so far. He's done an absolutely brilliant job. But there will always be that little niggle in the back of people's minds, I think, when it comes to these films as to what Edgar Wright could have done with the source material. Now, the major downfall for this film has to be the lack of out-and-out villain. Hannah John Carmen, who plays Ghost, I don't think can be classed as an out-and-out baddie, because as the film progresses, you do actually sympathise with a lot of her motives. But the actress certainly does do the best that she can with what she's given, and may even potentially be able to return for future outings in the MCU. However, it does feel like there should have been a lot more development into the character in this film, so it was able to provide us with a much more compelling villain. But then again, that has been a bit of a problem with a lot of MCU films so far, so we'll let it slide. Just this once. And the other times that it happened as well. And finally, of the returning cast, you get as solid performances as ever, with Paul Rudd, I think, being one of them that you can genuinely add to the list of actors or actresses that just don't make bad films anymore. And yes, I genuinely do believe that he could go alongside people like DiCaprio or Tom Cruise, which is stellar company indeed. So, to sum it all up, Ant-Man and the Wasp is just as good as the first one, maybe even that slight bit better, and just another great entry into the MCU. And there we have it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give us a like, share, and a subscribe. Let us know what you thought about Ant-Man and the Wasp in the comments down below, and we will see you next time. Big old business, man! Got him! Ant-Man! 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 Deckman? No, the Wasp?